it's going to be good for you, like no matter how you do it, and you can just kind of have fun with it. This is just more of a standard kind of recipe rather than like anything else, but you could add like a little tahini spice. Sounds so good to me right now, you know, so you could just definitely play around with the flavors and have fun with it. But we are gonna Merry meet and welcome. Today we're going to be taking on the pesto. This is part of her staples. In this recipe she only uses it for one thing, but pesto is really great for so much. So it's like perfect to just like spice up really any breakfast, which is kind of what we're doing. But also like if you're like, oh no, I don't have like anything in my kitchen, but you have pesto, like I can guarantee you can make a meal out of it. Obviously not just pesto, but like if you have some kind of carbohydrate that you can pair with it, perfect. Anyways, so I had never heard of Rapini. I don't even know if I'm saying it the right way. And I looked it up and it's also called broccoli rabe, and only one store in my city carries it, and they were out. So I just got broccolini because, you know, it's still so good. Broccolini is also really good. Like it is definitely one of those things when you're like, ooh, well, I guess it depends on where you come from, but where it's like a little bit of a treat to get broccolini over broccoli, like high class. we're having a very fancy dinner tonight. This is not just a meal prep moment kind of situation. But anyway, so yeah, we got broccolini. And we're gonna go ahead and do these. I don't necessarily have dry roasted almonds, I'm now realizing, but I do have those like almond slivers. So I'm just gonna use those. And yeah, we're just going to blend these all together. I'll come back, kind of show you all that we have. Obviously, I'm not going to force you to listen to the blender itself. And we'll just check in with it and see how it goes. It should be pretty quick and easy. Chat with you soon. Merry meet again. So here we are, just showing you the ingredients. So we have our broccolini. As I said, it is getting a little wilted, so I'm going to take off. Here's the thing, because normally broccolini you can just like throw in the pan, start cooking, right? So I'm like, why would I need to trim it really? So I'm probably just gonna chop this up into pieces, make it a little bit easier on my blender, and put it in there. And then I already mentioned we have almond slivers. Again, just gonna kind of make it easier. We won't get that warm roasted flavor, but you know, I'd rather just use things I have than like kind of spend some extra money on that. They're probably the way to like roast them myself, and it's probably just like super easy, like dry heated in a pan, but I don't feel like doing that extra step. So forgive me that this really is a very much like, this is what we're working with. But then as always, to switch out the like Parmesan type cheese that is being recommended, I believe it, or she's, yeah, recommending a pecorino, but we're just doing nutritional yeast. We're doing a 1-to-1, so we'll see how that works out. It means we probably won't need to add any extra salt, but we may add some pepper. And then we have our oil. I just use the same measurement, so you just have new pressure. You just have some flakes in there from the yeast. But then we also are going to zest and use the juice of this whole lemon. I'm gonna go ahead, get this all blended up, and we'll be back for a taste test. Merry meet again. So here we are, as promised, just super quick blending the pesto. I will say I wish I would have added like either some more lemon or some more salt to just really get that flavor going. So I will say that I should have tasted it before jarring it, but that's on me. It does say salt and pepper to taste. So but otherwise it's pesto. It tastes good, and it's going to be good on our eggs. Like if you don't like broccoli or broccolini, then I definitely would recommend ensuring that you add a little bit more flavor and spice to this recipe. But if you're someone like me who is like, oh my gosh, steam up that veggie, let's eat it, it's gonna be good for you, like no matter how you do it, and you can just kind of have fun with it. This is just more of a standard kind of recipe rather than like anything else, but you could add like a little tahini spice. Sounds so good to me right now, you know, so you could just definitely play around with the flavors and have fun with it. But we are gonna go ahead, use this for the one recipe in the book, and make some eggs a la Chandler. With that, we'll see you next week. Bye.